$90. That hurts. $90. You can brace your destiny. Ouch. Ouch. And she is. She's just puking and having lost her hand.
Got that big hand.
Yeah, she got Mr. Krabs' arm.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Oh, like your help, Doris. Liars! All of you!
Can we skip this and just murder? Get to the murder? Just get to the boss fight that we know is coming. Look at her foot, chat. She might have a problem.
My poor baby.
She does have a boob out.
I've
Look
been
at that.
such
That's
a
inappropriate.
bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Why she got a stick in her hand?
You must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
Didn't she just ask me to kill her literally 2 lines ago?
I think so.
Okay, I thought she did. Okay, now I'm immune.
Nobody ever helped me. I've been alone all my life.
I'm 4 levels higher than she is. Oh my god, she's made of paper, chat. I think the only problem I'm gonna have is that she's got poop, like...
Right.
Oh, I have no blood? What? Can I have blood, please? There we go.
Well...
Oh god, level 51?
This anger I feel, is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
It's got serious. Let's do it then, dude. Oh my god, what? There's gotta be some secret here. What the actual heck, bro? Okay, all of a sudden this game turned into Dark Souls.
Give me more! They are so young, so tasty!
She's made a blood drinker.
Okay, so can I kill these little avatar guys? Dude, I'm gonna die! God!
Such innocence, such guilt.
I don't think you can have innocence and guilt.
I'm just trying to drain some blood from her so I can heal if I need to.
Give me more. They are so young.
You should be able to just drain the blood standing next to you that you're like standing.
I know, right? Wouldn't that make sense? Just bend over and take a drink from the puddle. Where'd she go? There she is.
Feed your mother, child.
Weird things, Icy. This is like the original.
This is like Queen of the Vampires,
yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Such innocence, such guilt.
Did the game earn this? No. Definitely not. Like, in this combat, like, she's just a sponge who does way more damage than I do. Like, so it's...
Right.
Like, it's not really, like, a skill-based battle. It's just a patience-based battle. Like, it's not like Dark Souls that requires timing. Like, I can just gotta slowly take her down, you know?
They are so young, so tasty.
Yeah, she's really high level. Like, there's no way you would beat her if you
No,
weren't
I don't
leveled up.
think you can beat 51. I don't think it's possible.
Well, no, but I mean, like, if you had chosen not to kill people.
Oh, yeah. This would take forever, dude. I mean, technically, you don't need XP to level up your weapons, but this would be so difficult. Like, because you could get one shot on your health, basically.
Yeah.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
Oh, I totally agree. The game needed to decide what it is. I mean, I think this is part of the problem. Like, it's just all of a sudden now we're having a mystical fight with a vampire demigod. Like, it just okay.
Right, it should have been more of this throughout, not just like right at the end where it doesn't really make sense now.
Yeah, they're just like, all right, here's all your answers. Now fight the final boss and beat the game.
Your mother, child.
Also, I like how I'm killing the queen of the vampires. Like, don't you feel like some vampires might not want
Object
that?
to that?
Yeah. Ooch. Oh, that's a new move. Okay.
Eat, for this is my body.
Yeah.
Okay, she's halfway, chat. Oh, that's new.
I will reap the feed your mother, child.
Two voice lines happening at once, lol. Oh, she's got sides now. Like, I literally just continuously spam the dodge button and then just kind of get up behind her and smack her, and I'll just do this for the next 5 minutes, and then we'll end up winning.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
Actually, I don't even... Okay, I do need to spam a little bit of the dodge button, but... Oh, okay, that's cheap. Ouch, ouch. Not good.
So tasty.
Yeah, we're not really into scary games.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play any games with jump scares. Y'all crazy.
mother triumph.
Oh, there's a guy. Give me blood. Give me blood. Whoa, what hit me, dude?
I think like a, yeah, her little torrent of blood there.
Where's she at? Camera, please.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
Let's go over here. Yeah, people keep telling me I need to play Until Dawn, but like that game's scary, so. Oh, okay. See how it is.
Give me more.
Can I hit her, please? Thank you.
So tasty.
Give me more. So young, so tasty. Well, and these people just go away after a bit. Okay, that move is ridiculous.
Right.
Like, there's no way to dodge that. Ooh, she scythed me. Oh my god, look at my health drain from that, dude. It's insane.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
She almost dead, dudes.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
We did it. Oh, so is my maker
No
like
one could ever defeat you, mother of us all.
he's like
For you
he's
are
used me to
our
kill his
I
like
guess.
ex-wife or whatever?
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
Okay.
We did it.
Yay.
So is the curse gone
So
then?
it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Is that old Bridget up there?
Old Bridget. What are
Yep.
you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskal territory.
But they were all massacred.
Yeah, also
by
you
the
didn't prevent
monstrosity
anything.
that Harriet became.
Yeah, but you scratch her a
Others
lot,
will
she
come,
goes back, she goes away.
Engendered by
Right.
deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suaskals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over. I have avenged my poor Mary.
Oh,
Oh, is
God,
that,
his
is that what
sister.
this is all
You
about?
prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reid, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury.
Oh yeah, what happened to her?
When we met a few nights ago.
Apparently
Who
they
are
met
you?
a few nights
She
ago.
really pro.
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord
He failed.
Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool.
Yeah, it's like in the early
Yeah, it's
1900s.
1918. I
It
believe
was
that's
about
exactly right.
200 years ago.
Okay, well that's kind of
Peace
interesting.
found me in time.
Because Lord Redgrave can only
And
make
I
skulls.
sincerely hope it will find you too. Now that all is over.
And you killed everyone in
No,
the entire
it's
city.
not over.
Right.
I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you
What?
would say that.
Oh,
Go then,
Ashbury.
young
Ashbury,
Echo, and
yeah.
I
face
forgot
your
we loved
fate.
her.
Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
Is she hitting on me too now?
Apparently.
London
Who
has
cares?
been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now,
Loading.
we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate.
Like they
red
stole this
like hunger,
directly from The Witcher.
Red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another. From predator to victim. Patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
I don't understand.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, this is just the plot moves forward, man.
Yeah.
Like, but they have to do this, I fear, because otherwise you wouldn't care about any of the characters. Like, I wouldn't care enough about this girl to care why
Right.
she did what she did. So they have to make your character do this because no one would willingly do it. Car is a baller car, though, dude. Look at that car. It's
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps?
Isn't it
better
daytime?
hurry.
How am I going to get there?
I don't know.
Okay. Chapter 7, Healthy Carrier. Find while Elizabeth's bloods create disasters. Oh, God. Here comes the reindeer.
Learn the truth about Elizabeth.
Beautiful.
Well, I mean, I would imagine Ashbury has a big part of it because she's the one who created the disease to begin with. Like,
At long
her blood is the reason it happened.
More
Can't you just
game.
leave me alone? Your precious queen has
I don't know
been
why I
sent
hate this
back
guy
to the
either.
bottomless
Like,
pit from
this
whence
guy's
she
the most
came.
interesting person in the whole
The
game.
nightmare
I know.
is almost over.
I
Like,
am here to say goodbye.
just let me talk to this guy.
Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
I don't know what we even did.
We killed the thing.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered.
And I scratched her
Is that
really
it?
hard.
Right.
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
Okay.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother, my dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me.
So he's a literal child.
Are but a distant child.
I don't care what she seeks, to be honest. We all know what she seeks.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer.
Because so we're gonna find that out
I guess.
from
Have you
Asbury.
the answer?
Ikers are contagious. Are Ikers all female? What's an Iker?
Those things with the weird hands?
Oh, those are different than skulls?
I don't know.
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis.
Yeah, I guess you're right,
was
babe.
also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Okay. And we know they're
Icors
contagious,
seem
they
to
get
carry
spread through
various
skin contact.
diseases.
Right.
They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
Okay. Just no answers.
This is
Nope.
not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What happened to Ascalon?
What
Why does
will
this guy
happen
know?
to Ascalon?
He's
Will you
just
let me
here
run
literally
the
to answer the
country
questions of the
shadows?
game.
Right.
Because they didn't know how to write it, so we could find it out on our own.
Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sleep.
Okay.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
In their leader, you now have a spy behind enemy lines. By guiding your progeny, you may yet protect your immortal friends for some time to come. If you dare.
Okay. Yeah, this guy's literally just explaining the ending.
Right.
What will become of the brother?
He's just been like, here's what happens at the end of the game.
Trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
Edgar. Are you serious?
Well, I did eat
In
the
a
turban
manner,
guy.
You
Right.
opened the way for him by slaying Usher Talltree. Clever if you had planned it. But a mistake most sinister if you did not.
Okay.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No.
No, she
Oh.
is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
She's not healthy, maybe?
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
What? Who are your sons?
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
Okay.
This is madness. How many have you created?
Like,
Who else?
It makes a lot of sense
Shakespeare?
that this wouldn't be the
Isaac
only
Newton?
one.
Right.
Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
Vin Diesel?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore.
Yep,
But
that'd be
yes,
correct, Menace.
One of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you should meet one night.
And like the writers were like, yeah, that's so cool, dude. You'll never know
Right.
which one it is. And I just, dude, just
Who
tell us. That
cares?
would have been better. Just tell us.
So that is all we are to you. Puppets you create to defeat some threat
bet
born
it's Vin
from
Diesel.
a dreaming devil.
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Dr. Slayer. It's just they did such a bad job of making us care.
Right.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of great.
So King Arthur was a vampire
Yep.
in this game.
King Arthur was also your progeny.
Like, why is this guy so angry about that?
Yes.
Like,
I don't
I feel
know.
like he'd be like, yeah, sweet.
But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Okay.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
Because it's the blood
He
of
is
this
not
guy.
stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reid. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
Okay. Is William Marshall here?
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
I honestly can't tell you.
I think yes.
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
Oh, that's why I couldn't drink the blood, guys, because it was the blood of hate. And it would have corrupted.
Speak clearly, then. And answer my last question.
What is it?
Yeah, I agree.
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reid. Only you can
Okay.
answer that.
So they're going to make me decide to kill the
Farewell,
lady.
my child.
It's probably what's going to happen.
I shall
Like,
Probably.
the epidemic won't really be gone until she's dead.
Which I don't care about.
No, I'm going to kill her. We killed everybody else. Why wouldn't we
I
kill her?
cannot enter. The castle walls.
Yeah, Antlerman's only existence is
Maybe
to
I
be
can
my
find a way
maker,
to sneak in.
be old, and explain the lore of the game because they couldn't do it through actual storytelling. They just kind of give you vague answers at the very end in a dump. Find a way to enter the castle. Okay. Well, here's the way I think I could enter. I could look up there and press X, but the game won't let me do
Right.
it, so I guess I'll go around this way. I mean, are these gravestones going to be interesting, or Mary Inglewood, Robin Inglewood, Charlotte Ashbury. That's who I killed.
Elizabeth moved Charlotte's body here.
Lol.
Does she know something?
You know she dead. I know. It's just a silly gameplay mechanic. Like, ooh, cool, you can do this teleport. Unless you actually need to go somewhere. Then you got to find a way to get around, just like you can't teleport at all. Okay, there's.
Yeah.
Now, see, I believe I could open this door right now. No, they won't even let me do it. I bet I never come back here. I'm sure this is just an in-game destination. Is this a door? I mean, yeah, it's the door, but it's not.
It's not a door we can use.
There we go.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere. It's locked, all right.
Ooh, loot. Lady Asbury, this is a long time ago. Thank you for your recent letter and all the good news it contained. I cannot wait to finally meet you when you arrive in London. Garden is beautiful in the southern sky, although I know that you wish to avoid heat and direct sunlight because of your frail health. You're welcome all day. Okay. Miss Callister opens the lid, quickly engage overdue maintenance and repairs. That's from
Like most
1795.
castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside.
Okay.
I know, dude. Even if I only play Jurassic Park like one day, it's still gonna be fun to just build
This
dinosaur
castle is
pens.
falling
I mean,
apart.
she is in front of the Eiffel Tower getting built. Well, I'm guessing we should go to the crypt because
That
there's
would be
something.
my guess.
Fragrance. Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
Let's see if Geralt was here, he could smell the fragrance in the air and then follow him.
Right.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
So is this a puzzle?
Who knows? It says locate the secret passage.
I'm just gonna look around here.
This painting looks suspicious.
What painting?
The painting we passed back there.
Oh, this?
That.
I mean, that's King Arthur fighting the Queen, it looks like to me. Oh,
I think
okay.
we're going the wrong way.
Yeah, this is back where we came.
Try those paintings down there.
I'm just unlocking the doors.
Okay.
It's like Dark Souls. You can unlock them if you go
Right.
through one way, but not the other. Except, unlike Dark Souls, there's no reason for you to have to ever repeatedly go to these places.
That painting, maybe? Go back to that painting. When you passed it the first time, there was like a...
What painting?
Go turn around. Right straight in front of you with those two people.
This little thing?
Yes.
Portrait of Elizabeth and Jacob Blackwood in Versailles.
Jacob Blackwood was the name of that person.
It sure was. That made that lady crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe that's it.
Here's another switch. I should keep looking.
For what?
I don't-
Oh, there's
I don't
another
know.
What are
switch.
these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
Am I supposed to be, like, pushing them in a specific order?
Here's another switch.
I don't
I should
know.
keep looking.
Like, what's the point of all the switches? Vincent van Gogh. Okay. Here's another Nintendo Switch. It has high-quality games, unlike this one. Okay, back in the Switch room. Other switches here? Oh, should I go down, maybe?
Maybe.
Nope. JK, guys, not a real door.
Who knows? I feel like the switches have to do something, but...
Guys, I've been work on the crypt and its access plans have been approved. I'll personally be on site to supervise the installation of the locked security measures you've requested. And I'll assure that my men have been briefed about never entering the crypt itself or the second floor of the castle. I must say I'm proud to continue and enhance the work started by my great-grandfather who employed by your ancestor in 1795.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so they worked on the crypt with the secret entrance.
Voila.
Okay.
We did it, chat! I have no idea how I did that.
No clue.
Ancient Tome. 12:17, an angel came to me. Blessed be to God. Michael appeared to me last night in all his glory, shaped in glorious blood, to grant me eternal life at the dusk of my life. The apparition was so sublime and terrible that I could not help but lower my head and close my eyes. Struck by the divine gift, I fell to the ground only to awake the next night. You will serve me as you served your king, said the angel before striking me with all his power. You will protect this land through the eons to come. For all who knew me, I should now hide. Hey, Platano, thanks for the host, my man. For all who knew me, I should now hide and retreat, for they consider me dead. Soon I will leave the company of men to serve my new purpose. Blessed be God. 1350. Michael appeared to me last night and retreated under the temple church. Asked me to prepare for battle. The land must be saved. Death is everywhere. The Black Death, an epidemic sent by the devil himself to publish mortals all over the world. My arm is strong. In the name of God I shall smite the enemies of mankind. England shall prevail. 1569. Yeah, a lot of people. I've pretty much eaten everyone in London. We're in the very last part of the game right now.
Yeah.
It's almost 20 years since my fight started against the devil, and the end is uncertain. From time to time, the plague, the Black Death, reappears in a village and a town, and each time, the vicious minions of hell approach to get their share of the mortal sufferings. Vampires, dreadful creatures that won't let the land collapse. Until my last breath, I'll serve and protect England. Tonight, in the small village of Hoddesdon, I met the most delicate soul I've seen for a long time. She was singing for the dead. Blah, blah. Her voice moved me. So close to let her live. I offered her eternal life as reward for his virtue and most pious attitude. Her name is Elizabeth Inglewood, and I'm not alone anymore. Together we shall praise God in all his glory for eons to come. 1578 is when that was. 1618, my heart is breaking, my soul is bleeding tonight. My dear Elizabeth left me. I have taught her all I knew, and she needed to know. Now she must walk her own path through the ages. This is her wish, and I will respect it. Elizabeth Inglewood, my sweet daughter, is gone, for she now waits to be known as Elizabeth Blackwood. I made her a promise. If she ever comes back to Hoddesdon, she will find me there managing the Bull Inn her parents owned before dying. William Marshall shall disappear for a few times, too, now. The Black Death is no more. Until we meet again, I shall be known as William Thorne, waiting for my angel to come back. Okay, so my blood brother, William Marshall, turned Elizabeth into a vampire.
Yeah.
So we're related.
Yeah.
That's kind of awkward. The devil is at work again. The great plague is black, reaping thousands of lives in London. I must sell the Bull Inn to go there once more. William Marshall shall protect the land. Okay. What have I done? I let the devil inflict me. God forgive me. The terrifying creature I had to defeat was a demon straight from hell. It's abomination of flesh. Walking apocalypse. I had to trap the dreadful creature in St. Paul's Church and set the building on fire without the advice of Michael. I don't know if I could have defeated my enemy. The flames cleansed the city of the demon's presence, but half of London burnt down. Ever since, I've dreamt of the red flood, slaughter of the rage, and it's like a disaster. My blood tainted my blood, my very soul. For the first time in centuries, I'm afraid I shall crawl back to my retreat and pray to God for mercy for my afflicted soul. Okay. 1667. So this is the year after the last time the mother was here, because she said 1666 was the last time. So Elizabeth came to me. She said she felt my pain and rushed to save my poor daughter, blinded by rage, intoxicated by a blood of hate. I bit her. She fled, shocked by my betrayal. I laughed and cried as she cursed me. My God, I betrayed you. Have you abandoned me?
So she has the blood of hate?
Why did it just pause? It's very weird. 1712, my prayers have been heard. I have found the strength to resist the need for blood, the never-ending hunger. My poor Elizabeth, will you ever forgive me? I've heard you now kill and take pleasure in bloodbaths as do progeny of yours. You're a victim in all this. What have I done? I swear I will find a way to make amends for what I have done to you. I swear I will arrest the pleas of blood of hate. 1785, the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole finally agreed to meet me in London. They proposed to meet inside the new Cathedral of St. Paul. I like the wit and solemnity of these men. What a symbol to choose the place where I defeated this disaster, but also the place where I fell. I agreed to their proposition. There in the secret silence of the church and under the eye of God, respectfully listened to me. They acknowledged my victory against the evil creature, the dust astro, the eater of stars, who only wished to spread death and pestilence around her. Since they acknowledged my will to save London in 1666, they heard my request, my burning desire to stop the blood of hate. Their primate promised to come back to me with an answer. The primate of St. Paul wrote back to me with just a name, the Tear of Angels. According to him, this ancient artifact could heal anything, cleanse any blackened soul, purify my blood. Blessed be the Lord. It took me more than 100 years to find the cure for the blood of hate, but I may have finally found it. Soon the rage shall end. Soon I will repair the wrong I did and cleanse my failures. Now all I need to do is retrieve the necessary ingredients to create the artifact. Blood of the purest heart mixed with the blood of the king. To find such rare ingredients is not what worries me most, for time is on my side. It is the last part that worries me. It's the pure essence of garlic. I'm afraid it will literally hurt like hell when I drink the antidote, but if that's the price to pay to cleanse my soul and correct my mistakes, I'm ready to endure the excruciating pain. 1786, I finally managed to gather all the ingredients needed to concoct the Tear of Angel's blood, and the purest heart for the fortitude, blood of a king for courage, garlic essence for the painful cleansing. After months of impatience, almost mad by the hunger, I waited again and again until finally Elizabeth cautiously came to me. As promised, I had chained myself to be sure I would not attack her again. I did not recognize my sweet daughter at first, for she was only Lady Blackwood now, the dreadful mistress of the dark, who took delight in slaughter and carnage in France. She smirked as I apologized and cried for what I inflicted on her. She shouted at me when I tried to explain to her that my bite had infected her, had given her blood of hate, now burning in her veins and her soul. I told her I had found a cure, and that I have managed to create 1 dose of antidote. Give it to her.
Oh, of course.
And give it back to her precious, peaceful life. In exchange, I only asked her to take care of me, for I intended to be locked down in my tomb, chained if necessary, to impeach me from feeding on a mortal or immortal. She reluctantly took the Tear of Angels and left. I hope to hear from her soon, cured of peace. 1794, she came back to me finally, cured, healthy, joyful, my Elizabeth. She told me she had drank the antidote about a year ago in France after witnessing and taking part in the massacre of an entire orphanage caused by the blood of hate. That's when the Lady Blackwood died. She said she promised she would take care of me now. That's all I ask, as I spent all the murdered souls caused by my negligence more than 100 years. 1795, my dearest daughter came back last week to tell me the good news. She has recently bought a castle in Scotland. She will soon finance a renovation of The castle crypt will find me a new retreat
Equal.
from the temptation. Far from the noisy, crowded cities, I can't wait to embrace solitude, find the peace. So then I'll find peace with the last port of my rescue to live. That's it. Okay. Paused again. What?
She had the blood of hate. Now she doesn't. I don't know.
So...
Doesn't make a lot of
So
sense.
William Marshall turned by Antler Man, just like I was turned by Antler Man. William Marshall then turned Elizabeth.
Yes.
Elizabeth then married the Blackwood guy.
Yes.
At some point, William Marshall didn't beat the Blood Lady like we did. Okay? He failed. Burned down the church. But Elizabeth somehow got the Blood of Hate from the Queen Lady. But
Yes.
William Marshall did not.
Right, because it only goes to girls.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you. Okay. And then he found a cure for the Blood of Hate, gave it to Elizabeth, and now she's fine.
Yeah.
So William Marshall is still alive somewhere. And Elizabeth used to be the Blood of Hate. Now she's not. I'm so dude. Okay. Chad, I read that because I wanted to try to figure out some part of this story, something that made sense. And like everything else in the game, I was left disappointed. Like, I mean, it's kind of cool that we learned that William Marshall changed her, but then at the same time, it really doesn't change any opinion of her, one way or the other.
No.
Drop your sword, Father. You have nothing to be afraid
Oh,
of.
here he is.
Shall we abandon this then?
Why is he so old?
Shall we lower
Vampires
know.
don't age.
Never. You taught me that.
Also, a fire inside's not a good idea.
Blood is
Yeah.
approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
So that's William Marshall.
Yeah.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
Right, he's the first, like, antler one. Or he's not, he may not be the
What took
first,
you
but
so
he's
long, Jonathan?
definitely old. Oh, sorry, I just had to kill the Blood Queen and
Is this
drive to Scotland, or whatever.
really him?
Right.
Yes. This is William Marshall. 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England.
He don't look in good shape for being a
Greatest
vampire.
knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father.
For he gave me eternal life.
We didn't need to read the book at all. They just told
Nope.
us again. Like, why is it even there?
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reid.
I don't really have that many questions, except
Now
is
that
this
I
game
stand
over?
before you both,
Right.
in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We
don't-
still have a few minutes.
I don't even know what
left.
to ask. London is
I
saved.
have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
I never thought I'd say this, but I think London's last hope is in Prewen's hands. To stem the epidemic, many districts must be cleansed.
Mortals defend their interests as we defend ours.
Who's the pre? That's the,
The
vampire hunters.
vampire-
Cannot
hunters.
bear knowing I was the cause of all this, through the use of my own blood.
No.
Yeah, from
This
the very
catastrophe
beginning.
was the result of unethical experimentation.
Yeah, she was
And
the
the
she was
will
the
of a
final
creature
boss.
so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Yeah, but who cares?
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The
You don't
antidote
have
would
to
not
rewatch
You really
anything.
don't.
It doesn't make any sense.
tried.
There's something called the blood of hate.
Believe me, I tried.
Here's how it goes, Platano. The vampire queen, okay, which is queen of the vampires. She's old and she's the queen. That's all we know. she decided that she's going to come and cause some havoc. So she started the plague of influenza using this thing called the blood of hate that only women can have. All right? The doctor that rescued me, Swansea, he was using Elizabeth, this lady's blood. She is a carrier of the blood of hate, and so that spread the disease to all those crazy vampire people. Harriet Jones, for some reason, got it the worst of everybody. She was literally the queen. We killed Harriet Jones, then we killed the queen. Now we're in Scotland.
We didn't really kill the queen. She's just going to sleep.
Well, right, she's not dead. She just is like, all right, you scratched me real bad. I'm going to go sleep now forever. So, that sums it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the story of the game so far.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true original carrier.
Except he's not,
But he
because
saved
he
me
got it from the
by
queen.
sacrificing
Yeah.
him.
He is a victim just
Saved
like
you.
everyone else.
How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood.
Like, I took that
It worked
antidote
on me, did it not?
so I
Yes.
couldn't get infected. He
Right.
just didn't
Is
do
the
that.
definitive key
But it's not
to
his
our
fault that he
species.
got infected
Scouts,
while trying to
cleansing,
defeat the lady in
lineage.
1666.
Yeah.
Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter.
I killed
I
all of
roamed
London.
across Europe,
Yeah.
reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's
I just
antidote
wanted
cured
XP.
me.
Who are you, really?
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through
We
many
already know the
lives
answer
and
to that.
identities to reach this day.
I'm just curious if
To
they're going
you,
to tell us something.
I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
Okay. Nope.
I understand. And I respect your desire for privacy.
Thank you, Jonathan.
The Buffy game? No, I did not. What about us?
What about us?
What do you
What
mean?
about us?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
Yeah, I'm
I
immortal
love
and I have feelings, okay?
Right?
I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughter.
She literally told us the first time we
Forgetting
talked
the
to her that she
danger
didn't trust us
Right.
and like
turned
us.
your back.
Right.
Like the newborn fool you
And then the
were.
next time we went back, she said she liked us and trust us because I remember we made fun of that 180 character flip.
Uh-huh.
This game is it's like they did they play their own game?
No.
Did someone who didn't write the story go, you know, maybe story writer, this doesn't really make a lot of sense?
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
Well, how about you just don't
I
give your
can
blood to
help you.
people? Problem solved.
You can trust me, Elizabeth.
Do you remember Dorothy Crane?
I don't get it.
No, I know,
Aloysius
it's true.
Dawson? I love you, Jonathan Reid. I really do. But you cannot be trusted.
So we can't
You've
be together
promised me
because I
agreed
killed
to
two people?
speak with me.
Yep.
I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's like they just threw dartboards at plots and boom, oh, that's plot.
Right.
Why do I care at all about this guy?
I
And why
don't
is he
know.
wearing a
Yes,
business
so
shirt
William.
with his royal armor or his
My God.
knight gear and then a trench coat
You really are
and then fingerless
William
gloves?
Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day.
King John, that phony
Come
king of England?
closer if you want
Yep.
to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
Tell me about.
I found your research on the antidote.
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant
Who's that?
I don't know.
And did it work?
Yes,
the king's blood,
the
I
tears
guess.
cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart.
I wanted him to give me some more
It was
detail, but he's
such a
just going to tell us the same
blessing
thing that's in the
to
book.
see her smile
Right.
again.
We shouldn't have read the book.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
I mean, he don't
Blood
look
of
great.
hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Alrighty then.
What kind of writing is this?
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen. What of her?
Explain it.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet
Oh my God.
Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
That's how hard I sneezed in.
You met her, did you not?
Just once, but she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would
I don't
sometimes
understand.
let me rest.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth.
Okay, but remember this
He
other
blessed
guy
me
who
with eternal
is your
life
like father
through
maker.
his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit.
Okay.
During my
What's
penance,
that mean?
I rely entirely
I'm 14
on
and
my
this is
sweet
deep. That's what
Elizabeth.
this feels like, dude. We could set you free. How is Elizabeth infected? Sacrificed yourself. How did you meet Elizabeth? We read all that in the book.
Set you free, let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its color.
Why can't he go outside?
I don't know.
I could walk and do
'Cause
so
he's a
many
vampire?
things beneath
Because he's
the
so
stars.
weak? Is that why? Because of the blood?
But I doubt it will
I
be
think just
wise
because he's
to
a
release
vampire.
me.
He could go
Then will
outside.
you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long as she
Okay.
releases me.
Does that mean death? Is he dying?
I guess.
Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
FBF
Why
one
not
time.
unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
She's gonna kill him.
You already are the sky.
I think so. Basically,
and
El
all its
Papa.
stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear. For it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord.
He looks pretty defeated.
Right?
Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier,
gonna kill
as you
herself?
put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
She's
No.
just gonna kill herself?
I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan.
Who knows?
Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
She's not really. She just needs to not let people take her blood. This is a
Right.
very simple
We
situation
are
to solve.
vampires. We are death.
No, Jonathan. I won't bring another disaster into this world.
I can't lose you, Elizabeth. Even if it means putting the whole world at risk.
How can you say such an awful thing?
The world sucks.
Where is the Jonathan I once saved from a scowl in this abandoned factory?
I'm not that
You
frightened
didn't
man.
know him then, lady.
I've learned so much. Done so much.
Did they use like
I
a
see.
cliche generator for this game?
Yes.
So there is nothing worth living for in this world anymore. Farewell, my love.
Bye.
Farewell.
So I just give up and I'm like, farewell.
Yep.
I go through all this emotional stuff and I'm just like, all right, farewell. You made a convincing argument, lady. Bye. See ya. Is that it?
I guess.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song.
She burned down the castle?
Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe, the price paid most dear. But what do you care? You are the one who keeps killing.
That's right. I like
You've
killing
chosen
people.
Your
Yeah.
path, my fallen champion, like others before you. Prey to lust and desire, slave to the everlasting thirst.
Yeah, like a baller.
My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas, she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
So I wonder if we would have gotten a different ending if we hadn't killed people.
I would assume yes. I would never play this game without killing people.
Right.
Never ever. All right, guys.
That was terrible.
This game is a disaster. It didn't do anything right. Like, nothing about this game was awful by itself. Everything about this game is average. However, you mix everything together, it's somehow not good. Like,
The story was pretty awful in general.
the story doesn't really make sense. It contradicts itself constantly. I felt no connection to any of the characters. All of the dialogue seemed to be incredibly boring and very generic. Like, I honestly feel like we experienced it there at the end when we were talking to the guy dying. Like, I had asked him a question and he'd tell me the answer that I already knew.
Right.
Like, there was no reason to talk to people because all of the depth was surface level. It's as shallow as a puddle. There's just nothing there for me. And then the combat is the game gets more difficult by turning the people into bullet sponges. There's no finesse to the combat. It's just there. You know, if the combat was awesome, I would think a playthrough of this game where you don't kill anybody would be a ton of fun. It would be challenging. But honestly, if you don't kill anybody and you don't level up, every battle is going to be just like the final battle of this game, where they just have a ton of health and it just takes you a while and you just keep dodging and you keep hitting, you just keep dodging, you just keep hitting it
Right,
the time just gets longer. Right, your level just decreases the amount of time you fight. It has nothing to do with how you fight, and that's just very basic generic combat. And then and then the graphics are okay. I don't really have any problem with the look of the game. The vampire census is bare bones. It literally just showed you where people were and bloodstains. That's it. That's all it did. Nothing more than that. The vampirism and stuff in the game didn't really make a lot of sense. It wasn't very explored. Just kind of is there. Like, that's kind of how I could describe the entire game. Like, everything is just kind of there. There's nothing that stands out. There's nothing that shines. The open world is incredibly empty. Most of the locations look exactly the same. There's no real difference between Pembroke Hospital and the West End. You know, there's not a lot of stuff there. It's empty, you know, and it just, I don't know. The quests are kind of unoriginal. They're just, everything seems very standard. There's just nothing, everything is just very average. And when you put everything that's average together, it's just not good. It's just like, this is a very forgettable game. Like, the only thing I'm going to remember about it is that I just wanted
it to be over.
Well, I wanted the game to be good. I wanted it, the reason I kept playing it is because at some point I wanted it to just be like, oh, wow, okay, that's actually kind of cool. And then there's no point where that happens.
Right.
Like we read in the book, we're like, okay, William Marshall turned Elizabeth. So we're related. That's kind of cool. And then they acknowledge it not one bit in the story. It doesn't matter to our character. Like, we're just like, we love you. I would save the world for you. No, I'm going to die. All right, farewell. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, we weren't attached to any of the characters.
Menace says they shot for the sun and didn't even leave Earth. Yeah, I mean, that's totally true. That's totally true. I mean, they should have picked one thing and gone with it. They should have picked the character progression and gone with that. They should have picked the open world and gone with it. They should have picked the vampirism and the lore and the supernatural side of it and gone with it.
Yeah.
But they didn't do any of it. Like, they just kind of they did the bare minimum on about 15 things, and because of that, it's literally nothing. Like, that's how I feel about it. So, I don't know, 4 out of 10. It's a 4 out of 10. It's below average. It's not great. I don't think it's worthy of being like. I did finish it, so I mean there are some qualities about it. Like it's kind of boring, but it's not so boring that I didn't want to finish it. You know, so I would give it a 4 out of 10. It's below average, but a 3 just seems so bad to me. Like, if you get with 3, you're like pushing to the area where like you don't do anything right. This game just does everything the bare minimum good. You know, it's just. But you know, the more I think about it, the more it also like I really hated the system of hostile. You know, of like how you kill one person and then everyone in the place dies. Like,
right, that doesn't make like any sense.
Right. Well, and it also doubles down on the problem of the world feels empty. Because everyone disappears then. Like, there's no reason to rebuild, go visit anywhere or talk to anybody or any of that stuff. So it's just, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I would say I'd give it a 4. I could be convinced to give it a 3.5. 3 is probably too low. Because it does look good. The music is good. The playing is fine. Like, it's not very buggy. I didn't run into any bugs or anything like that. But it's just, overall, it's so forgettable. There's just no shining lights. There's just nothing this game did well. It's just it just exists. So a 4. It's a 4 to me. It's below average. But it's not terrible, you know. If you need something to play on stream before Overwatch double XP weekends, this game will fill it. Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's fine. So that's my review.
Yeah.
Vampyr. It's a 4 out of 10. So, also, did you see the Unreal Engine logo not load in there at the end? That is ironic. So, but yeah, that's real good. It's forgivable. It's forgettable. Totally forgettable. So, but yeah, I mean, to me it is impressive, honestly, that an indie game studio came from making something like Life is Strange to this game. I just wish I think they would have done themselves a favor by not aiming for the stars.
Right.
They should have just tried to not make The Witcher 3. They should have just focused on one thing they could have done well.
Know that you're not a huge studio, so you have to do some things differently.
Yeah, and I honestly, like, I'll pop a Kappas there, but I don't know if I could have played this game without Chris here, because, like, there were so many times where I was just trying to read the dialogue to see if there was something I was missing to make it exciting, and it ended up there was nothing ever there. So Chris being here to entertain chat was actually one of the reasons I could probably finish this game.
I did a very bad job of it today. I'm like half asleep over here.
You did fine. So that's it. So, just out of curiosity, what happens if I continue? I'm just curious. But guys, thanks for those of you on YouTube watching this Let's Play. I don't know if you made it to the end. If you did, that is incredible. But thanks for watching. I'm zswiggs. I stream every weekday at twitch.tv/zswiggs. We play a lot of new games, a lot of old games, and a lot of Overwatch in between. All of the Let's Plays goes up on the YouTube, so if that's all you're into, feel free to just stay subbed on the YouTube. But stop by and say hi on Twitch sometime, or just leave a comment on this video. It's totally fine. But I appreciate you hanging out and watching this Let's Play. Hey guys, it's me, zswiggs. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting, informative, and most of all, entertaining. Please leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Also, come hang out with me every day over at twitch.tv/zswiggs. We're playing fun games over there. I love all of you, and thanks again for all your support.